Hello, Infinity Kingdom audience. Hope you're having an awesome day, evening, or whatever time you're watching this video. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you clicked on this video. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel, and I would love it if you hit the like button. So I want to talk about alliances, and I want to talk a little bit about merging and the importance of merging in the game, and just the way Infinity Kingdom is set up. First of all, I want to go in here and let's go look at Legion of Frostborn. That's the only way I know how to look at servers. Or let me look at something real quick. Let's go to the world. Gonna go to the world. We're gonna click on the map, and we're gonna click on this. Yeah, I thought it exactly the same way. So here's my concern with the game. Let's go through some of these servers and let's take a look at them. And the fact of the matter with any game out there is people quit over time. People get bored of games, people move on, people get busy in their lives, people get frustrated with the games, they don't like the direction of the games. There's a lot of different ways, but people over time, no matter what, end up quitting the game. So kind of want to take a look at servers here. Now, I'm starting to see a trend because the fact of the matter is that it's very costly to change servers. Let's just say I want to relocate at my level late in game. I have to get 45 portals. I think I have 13 right now. So that is a lot of portals to get. So for me to relocate in the game at this time, it's going to take a ton of time or be expensive. So with that, it's challenging for players to jump to new servers. It's not an easy task. It is not an easy decision. So what I'm starting to see a trend in the game is that there's alliance that seems to be thriving. There's maybe a secondary alliance that's thriving, but a third, very seldom do I see three alliances thriving. Let's just take a look. One seems to be broken up decently, but you could tell clearly by the power here is that there's one alliance thriving there. If we go into two, definitely only one alliance thriving there, the Green Berets. You go into three. One alliance surviving there, Sun Warriors. You go into Legendary. Legendary's got two alliances, so there's two there. We're going to five. Five, one alliance. Six. Mainly just one alliance, six. 7. One alliance. I won't go through all of them. I swear. Kinda, maybe two alliances there. Where am I? 7, 8, 9. This is my old one. When I started the game, this is where I'm at. Obviously, one main alliance. Top. There you go. I mean, there's probably other blue alliances behind that, but, really the reality is that there's one main alliance. Right here, one, red. Interesting breakup. It's kind of interesting how the breakups are starting to turn out on who owns cities where and stuff like that, one alliance. So you're really starting to see a trend here. So with that, with players leaving, you have to go and merge alliances on your server. It's a decision that has to be now. I am on 16, and we are, there's two main alliances there with power. There's AWU, which is the most powerful alliance in the game, and then there's us, which is, we're high up there. We're not the most powerful. We're not the most powerful green, but we're still competing. We're still up there. But even us, we are having some growing pains. There's been some leadership changes, which is natural. It happens in the game. Like I said, and people move on, get busy. Sometimes they're not able to participate. Whatever the reason, it happens. And so people have to join. So a bunch of people have joined us from server 13, and we're excited. The neat thing about mergers is mergers bring life to Alliance. They bring conversation. They bring new people in there. They give new rules to follow. It is just always great. The Alliance, when people join, the chat is more lively. Right now, there's not a ton of chat, but it is more lively than it has been. And people are having conversations, and they're saying, hello, nice to meet you. Where are you from? And meeting new people. So mergers are always an exciting time. I enjoy mergers. I think they help Alliance thrive and grow and evolve, and all alliances have to thrive. And let's go back here. Let's go back to Legion of Frostborn. So let's go into the season. Let's look so if you look at there are very few balanced servers. I think right here, server 38, I think this is probably the most balanced server that I could see out there, where things are balanced. And so you probably could balance because they still have a lot of players out there playing that server. And they probably had people that relocated to that server. So the issue that I need to discuss with guys out there early on. So we're going to scroll out here. And I think this is a little problem with the game, is people, because it's not expensive to relocate to servers early on, and people hold out too long. So, excuse me. So make the decision, and I'm already starting to see it right now as some late in game. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's just all one alliance. There we go. One alliance. It's just all, the rule of being balanced is not being followed very well anymore. So, make decisions with your alliance leaders out there. I suggest you make decisions. If you're falling behind and you're on a server, don't be afraid to jump ship to another server. Also, this is kind of a wish list for Infinity Kingdom and the developers. If you look that I went through all the different servers here, you could tell you could really tell that either, number one, people are jumping ship to other servers, or number two, people are quitting the game. And the reality is over time, people quit the game. So my hope is once season 3 is done, maybe Conquest, the very last thing. Once that is done, I hope that Infinity Kingdom starts merging servers together and having forced mergers together. I would love to see it, and Final Fantasy didn't, and I thought they handled it pretty well. There was a server versus server competition, and so it lasts several days, and the server that won, everyone from the other server got merged into that server. So you got to compete to try to keep your homeland, to keep your spot, to keep things normal. And then if you lost, all of a sudden you woke up into a new server. You woke up to a ton of different players. You woke up to wars because they didn't know you. And let's face it, this game is, yes, there's server peace, there's server harmony, but there's also a war aspect to this game. And then you develop it, and it really shakes things up. And yes, it sometimes shakes things up for the worse because people don't necessarily get along, but man, does it add some excitement to the game. And, people meet new people and they jump to different servers, and it just stirs things up from the status quo. And I like that. I'm sorry, I like that. I'm one of those people that like to stir things up a little bit. Not me personally. I leave that up to the developers to do. So that's my piece. I just wanted to give a little bit discussions about merging of alliances, how important it is to do, and to continue doing that. And that's it. I hope this gave you some tips. Hit the thumbs up, like button, and subscribe, and definitely more videos coming out.